The scene opens in the early hours of a quiet Tuesday morning in California. The sunrise barely breaks over the horizon, casting a golden glow across a sprawling industrial complex. The hum of machinery fills the air, creating a constant rhythm of efficiency. But inside one of the world's most secure gold refining plants, a dark secret is waiting to be uncovered. On the surface, everything seems normal. Workers in blue overalls move with purpose, their eyes focused, their hands steady. But one of them, just one, is carrying a secret that will shatter everything. For months, he has been playing the system, moving unnoticed in the shadows, blending in. No one suspects him. After all, he's just another worker, another face among hundreds. His name is David, a mid-level technician at the plant, hired for his meticulousness, his unassuming demeanor. He's been here for years, trusted, reliable. But beneath the surface, a quiet hunger brews. Gold, millions of dollars worth of gold, is everywhere, shimmering in raw form, waiting to be refined, melted, and sold. To some, it's just a commodity, but to David, it's an opportunity. David has worked at this plant for many years. He's experienced and trusted. But deep inside him, there's an overwhelming desire for more. The gold, shining, glittering, is always around, and David knows that all he needs to do is find a way to take a little bit without being caught. The first time David takes gold, it's almost accidental, just a small scrap left behind after refining. It's insignificant. No one will notice. He slips it into his pocket, walks away, and continues working as if nothing happened. A test, a small gamble, and it works. Gradually, David grows more confident. Each day, he takes a bit more gold, a small sliver here, a few ounces there. These pieces are too small for anyone to notice. He knows exactly where to hide them, in his bags, his lunchbox, his coat pockets. No one thinks to check these places. The small thefts begin to add up. Gold begins to pile up, and David grows bolder. He starts taking whole ingots now. His backpack fills, but still, no one notices. David becomes more reckless, but no one suspects him. Everything is going according to plan. One afternoon, Jennifer, the lead technician of the plant, begins noticing discrepancies in the reports. She checks the data again and finds discrepancies in the weight of the refined gold. At first, she thinks it's just an error in processing. But the anomalies keep appearing, becoming more frequent. A growing unease builds inside her. These are not random mistakes. Something is wrong. Jennifer begins to dig deeper, and the more she investigates, the more she sees the same name, David. At first, it's a hunch, but as she checks more records, she realizes the truth. David is the one responsible for the missing gold. Jennifer doesn't speak to anyone yet. She needs to be sure. She quietly carries out her investigation, reviewing past data, checking the inventory logs and shift schedules. Everything points to one person, David. She realizes this is no mistake. This is theft. The small pieces of gold taken over months are no longer trivial. They add up. It's all becoming clearer. Jennifer knows she has to do something, but she's still not sure how much evidence they really have. 3:30 p.m. Jennifer decides it's time to act. She calls in a few trusted colleagues and shares her suspicions with them. Together, they decide to confront David. David, unaware of what's coming, continues to go about his work, calm and composed as usual. The thefts continue, quietly, steadily. But now, his luck is running out. David is called into a meeting with the plant's management team. He has no idea what's about to happen. As he walks into the room, he feels the weight of his actions, but doesn't yet realize that everything is about to collapse. The management team lays the evidence before him: the missing gold, the discrepancies in the records, his name showing up repeatedly in the audits. The questions start. David answers, but his voice is tight with anxiety. His calm demeanor is cracking. He knows it's over. Jennifer and the team don't need to ask any more questions. The evidence is undeniable. David is caught. $5 million worth of gold has been stolen, piece by piece, over the course of a year. What started as small thefts has snowballed into a full-fledged heist. David realizes that his life is about to change forever. Everything happens quickly after that. David is arrested, and the full investigation begins. Police search his home, his car, his belongings. It's all there: bags of gold, ingots, and the tools he used to hide the gold. David's thefts, carried out quietly over the span of 12 months, come to light. His colleagues, the people who once trusted him, now realize that the man they worked with every day was the thief among them. It's a betrayal that no one saw coming. David's life, once stable, has been destroyed. The quiet, trusted worker is now a criminal. His face, once a familiar sight, is now on the news. His audacious crime is laid bare for the world to see. As news of the theft spreads, the company is shaken to its core. It's not just the stolen gold, it's the loss of trust. The plant, once known for its security and reliability, now has a tarnished reputation. The workers, who once felt safe, are now left questioning their own security. How could they have missed it? How many others might have been able to do the same thing? The plant's leadership knows that the damage goes beyond the missing gold. Trust has been shattered, and it will take years to rebuild. David is tried and sentenced. His quiet life, once full of promise, is now in ruins. He has lost everything. The gold he stole, the wealth he accumulated, is now irrelevant. The cost of his actions has far outweighed any material gain. In the end, the stolen gold was not the true price of his crime. It was trust, the invisible currency that David had stolen from his co-workers, his friends. Now, that trust can never be regained. David's face becomes synonymous with the heist. He is the thief who took millions, and in doing so, destroyed not just his own future, but the relationships he had worked so hard to build. For David, the gold was never worth the cost. It was the ultimate betrayal, one that cost him everything he had.